My name is Wilx, and this is episode 1 of Modern Skyblock 3. Well, my viewers voted and decided that they'd rather see me playing Modern Skyblock 3 than Direwolf 20, at least most of them anyways. For those of you who haven't played Modern Skyblock before, you need to decide whether this is the right pack for you. For instance, if you're tired of doing things the same old way over and over again and want something different and something challenging, then this is a Skyblock that doesn't use ex nihilo. It has a whole new way of gathering resources. And it can be a little more challenging to gather them this way. And you may not find some of their methods very intuitive. But if you're anything like me, you'll find that very intriguing. And I think it's a really fun way of gathering resources, even if it's more effort. Now, some people look at a pack with lengthy progression and automatically call it grindy. That's not necessarily my definition of grindy. However, you see, the pack's equipped with mods like Ore Extravator to reduce what I think the grind is. But you're going to have to put some effort to get anywhere in the pack. Now I rise to that challenge, but others may be put off by it. Now I'm going to be starting with the snow start because I think that's the most challenging of them all. But it's also possibly the most grindy in the very beginning. And it's only really the beginning that it's going to affect that way. But you'll see in the first episode and can decide for yourself whether you think that's too grindy or not. Now you've got a few different choices for a start. You've got these 4 islands, but you also can select Garden of Glass. Garden of Glass is what you'd be getting with Project Ozone or some of those other packs. And then you start off with some grass, lots of dirt, a sapling, and you're off to a fairly quick start. You can even pound the ground for pebbles and make cobble that way. So it's a much quicker start on Garden of Glass. The other advantage to Garden of Glass is you're going to spawn at world spawn. So you can build out 32 blocks from there, and you don't have to worry about mob spawning within the... sorry, not 32, 24 blocks out from there. And you don't have to worry about mob spawning in less than that 24 blocks. Then you've got your choice of 4 islands, all of them a little more challenging. Now, it's only slightly more challenging for the one with the tree and the grass on it. You're not going to be able to pound the ground for pebbles. And it's going to put you on all of these islands like 1,000 away from spawn. So mobs can spawn, if you move 24 away from your little starter island, mobs can spawn on it, unlike on Garden of Glass. So that would be the easiest one of the bunch. The next 2, I don't know which one of these 2 is really easier or not. You've got the wood one where you make a fishing rod right away and you go fishing. You're going to have to do a lot of fishing to get anywhere. If you don't like fishing, don't pick that start. If you think fishing is a really enjoyable way to play Minecraft, then go for it. That's not me. Basically, from fishing, not only will you get fish, but you can fish up, I think, pretty much anything you find in loot chests. So you could get a sort of a step up a little quicker on some things by just fishing up some good stuff that you would have found from loot chests. But it is more challenging in other ways because you're not starting off with cactus or snow or whatever, the other types of things. So it is its own challenge, but I think this might be the next easiest. I don't know. The sand start, that's an interesting one. It's a little easier than the snow start because you can get into one of the methods of gathering resources, which is called infusion, and you get to start on that right away. But it's interesting. It's a fun start. So I'm not going to fault you if you decide to pick that one instead of snow. But if you're looking for the most challenging of them all, that'd be the snow start. You got nothing but some snow and a couple of pumpkins. That's it. And to even get your first sapling, you're going to have to come up with some bone meal. So you're going to have killed a skeleton. And that can be a bit of a challenge. You're going to have to set up a mob farm. So what's so tough about that? Well, you don't have any wood yet, so you can't make a crafting table. So you can't make yourself slabs. You can't make yourself a furnace and torches. So you can't light up anything. And if I'm doing one of those little manual mob farms, I always use slabs as part of it. So I'm not going to get to use those. And I've got to work out other ways of dealing with mobs, and I have some. And then it's sort of a long slog up from there. But let's get started on this, and we'll see what we're talking about. So single player, create new world. I'll call mine Wilx, like normal. More world options. I'm allow cheats on. And I'm picking the void world. This is where you would pick Garden of Glass if that's what you wanted instead. I'll use a seed of Wilx. Not that I think the seed makes any difference at all. And I'm deliberately not picking the bonus chest. I don't know what would come in a bonus chest on this one, but it might make your progression way easier if it had a sapling even in it. All right. Create new world. Now, this pack does have different modes. It has kitchen sink mode, stage mode, and gated mode. This does not relate very well to things like normal, Titan, and Kappa. It's nothing like that at all. For instance, in Project Ozone, they made the pack more difficult by making the recipes more difficult for each of the different modes. This isn't like that. This is all to do with progression, and the difficulty is there for all of the above, basically on trying to gather the resources. The kitchen sink mode, all that means is if you get something early, like from a loot bag or from fishing it up, you can use it right away in kitchen sink mode. Things will be restricted if you're in staged or gated. A lot of things will be restricted until you get to the appropriate stage, or like Age of Engineering would have called it an age. So you have to get to each new stage before you can use these things. And that's staged mode. Gated mode isn't much different from staged mode. The only real difference is to switch from one age or stage to the next one, you've got to pass in a stack of stuff, whatever the particular item you had to make was. So those two are pretty closely related. So here I started on this little 3x3 bedrock place. But let's see what we've got here. So that book is my quest book. Now, if you played it all before, it's changed a little with the newest version. You don't get to select the mode yet. You've got to get to the point where you already have your dirt and your sapling, and then you can move on to finish that stage, and you can select what stage, what way you want it from there. So now you don't actually need the book if you set up a hotkey for it, which I have done. So I can be not on the book and hit a hotkey and up it comes. But there is a hotkey you must set up. If it's, I don't think it's on by default. I forget. I have it set up now. And that's the guide. So let me show you where that is just in case. Actually, I think it is on by default, but more than one thing is using that key, which is the G key. So, interesting. That's not what I was expecting it to show. Oh, key. There we go. So for me, I only have open guide on G. There might have been other things, and you'd have to change them over or change what open guide is opened with. All right, so you bring up the guide. This tells you the basics of what you need to do, and you're going to need the help from this guide, or there's no way you're figuring out what you're doing in this. Well, I guess you could watch videos like what I'm doing, but this is where the information comes from. So the key point here is that we can start with a sand island, snow island, wood island, or grass island. Now I think this is poorly worded. It says, oh, it is here, island create, and then the what it is, sand, snow, or whatever. You know, I read this part last time and it didn't show the create. So we're going to create a snow island to get started. Whoops, I can't type. Island creates snow. Now, if you remember from, I should have pointed it out and I forgot to mention it. I was at 0, 0. Now I'm at minus 1,000, minus 1,000. So I am no longer near world spawn. All right, and so we started on this little one. There's bedrock underneath this snow. I'm going to do it a little different than if you've been watching anybody else doing this. I'm going to do mine a little differently. I'm going to break this first. Break that. And then shift right click. Oh, and there. Make sure you're doing this with an open hand. I'm going to clean up my whole island. Make sure you're close enough to be able to pick them all up when that happens. All right, so why am I short one? Oh well. Now you can take these and make them into snow. Now you get 8 of these snowballs from each one of these snow, and it only takes 4 snow to make a block. Actually, no, I don't want to use that many of them. 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, I'm gonna that's gonna be okay. Okay, like those, and then we'll use the rest of this. 3 snow. Yeah, that should be just enough. Actually, not quite. Okay, so the way we're going to do this is I'm going to take, let's get that off our bar. These are the bricks. That is the snow. I'll do them that way so I don't get confused. Four. Okay. So I'm going to build up. That will give me the chance to have a basement below that's 4 below what I'm building at. Now I'm going to use one of the snows right here. And then we're going to encase this. And that one piece of snow I put down is going to be where my snowman's going to be built. You know, I'm going to be short one. Okay, so what we're going to do is, before we build a snowman, I'm going to shift, and we'll get a little more of it. There, I needed a couple extra. So put that one back, one there, one there. Whoops, hold shift when I do this. And then we're going to take our pumpkin, one of them anyways, put it there, make the guy, and then I'll put a brick over top of them. Now, whoops, let's not do that again. Especially, let's not throw that one. Actually, none of the above. So we will put those like that. Actually, here's something I should point out to you. Notice this little guy right up here. That opens up a little ender chest. And we can put away our book. I'll never need it. I could probably throw it off the edge. And we'll put away our snow bricks for now. Now, what we do with this guy... Well, actually, let's do one thing with our snow bricks first. I built some extra just so I wouldn't feel quite so claustrophobic. Don't know if that's the right word. I'm talking about height here. Okay. Now you shift, right click, and you start picking up these things. And he's regenerating them each time as I do this. So if we take a look in here, we're getting a whole bunch of them. And you got to, like the pebbles from Garden to Glass, you want to do it with an open hand. Now, remember I have a auto clicker if you've been watching me for a little while. So let's try it with the auto clicker and see how we do. So it is going faster. Not as fast as it would with the pebbles, but it is definitely going faster than it would if I was just holding shift right click. Yeah, shift right click. And my clicker is just my G key on one of my G keys on my G15 keyboard. So this is the part that people might have considered grindy. It doesn't take me that... Whoa! There. Thank heavens I can't kill him that way. I forgot to set the correct space for that. Oops. Yeah, we got the right amount there. Okay. Actually, I can see that snow I threw at him down there. Oh well. Okay, now this part, why is there none up here? I don't know. Okay, so what we're going to do is, if I press 1, 2, 3, 4, we get snow that way. Now, inconveniently, I'm a little slow at this. And that's why I like to do a lot of this stuff off camera, is I am so slow at doing stuff like this. If anybody knows of a mod, even if it's not in this pack, that I could add that would do that for the next time I play something like this, please let me know. Because this seems to come up way more often than it should. Whoops. And yes, I know I could be using other keys as well. Actually, let's just move them up there. I can't be bothered to figure out which keys they are. All right, and we're going to need to do that again. because we have 64, 68, and one more snow brick. I want about 4 stacks of these and then a whole bunch of extra stuff too, so we're going to have to do that 2 or 3 more times. You can let me know in the comments whether you want to see me doing this grindy stuff. Actually, I would have done this part of it anyways, because I want you to see how long it does or does not take and how grindy it is or is not. And if I just sped through it, you wouldn't have a real concept of what sort of time I was taking to do it. What is that little thing down in the right-hand corner? I have no idea. That little counter thing. I don't know what that is. Okay. Let's make some more again. A 13. Why? Okay, that's going to be annoying. So what we're going to do is... What? Oh, that's not the 13. That's the 13. There we go. So every time I try to do this quickly, my keys mess up. Well, actually, it's really me messing up. I'm hitting the key at the wrong moment. I'd make a horrible Twitch player in some other game. So we're kind of getting there. Yeah, I think we just have to do that one more time. Actually, I'm going to need to spread those out as well. So yeah, this, if I show you everything in this episode, it could turn out to be a longer episode than normal. Because I don't know when I go to build my mob farm whether I should be showing you all of that or not. I haven't decided yet. I think I might show it all to you, end up with an hour episode just getting the mob farm built. And then you can let me know whether you want me to shorten it down a little bit, cut out some of the more boring stuff. Whoops. So blocks of snow. We're going to need what? We need 3 stacks of bricks and a couple of blocks of snow. Oh, that was bricks, yeah. So let's do it a couple more times here. Actually, let's do it that many. Okay. So now we're going to need to do that, snow bricks. We'll do another one of those snow bricks. That gives me Those are all snow. So we got 3 stacks of them. A stack and a half of those and these. So what we have to do with these is I'm going to need like 4 stacks of that. It looks sort of like carpet, but it's snow. And I don't know if 4 is enough, so I've got some extra snowballs hanging around just in case. Okay, so now, oh, I know what else I want to make. This is regular snow. 1 mini fridge. Another mini fridge. And let's build out with snow bricks just a little further here. Okay, and I'm going to put down 1 mini fridge right there, another one there. Then in this, I'm going to stick a stack of that, and a stack of that. Now, for carpeting. It's my understanding that mobs can't spawn when you put down 2 layers of snow like this. Damn it, you're in my way. Just gotta make sure I don't kill him. Whoops. Okay, so when I move away from the island, I should be okay. I don't believe they can spawn on the bedrock down below. But I could be wrong about that. Let's do that again. What I'm making these things for is ammo. If I use 3 of these heavy snowballs, I can kill something. If I use my fist, it takes like 20 hits to kill something. And our goal here is to get ourselves a bone meal. And a little bit of rotten flesh wouldn't hurt either, because we could make that into food. Oh, why am I doing it triples? I didn't mean to do a triple there. Oh well. So, and hope my finger doesn't get too tired too easily. So we were starting at 1,000. Oh, figures I'm going south this time, so I got to subtract instead. I should have gone north like I did last time, or in my test world. Okay, before we go too far, let's come back here and okay. So that's 20. I want to be about 30, maybe a little less. Or put the where they spawn right at 30. So the rest of it will be a little less. Okay, so that's where we're going to. So let's just, this should all be close enough anyways, but just to be safe. Whoops, wrong direction. Okay. So now, I'm figuring 9 on the interior. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 more for the edge. Whoop, go back. And then how am I doing this? So that's going to be our edge there. I know it'd be faster if I started on one side and just worked my way across, but I just want to make sure I don't make mistakes on laying it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. A 5th one, and that's where it comes up. Now, for this part, I think I'm going to come out 3. I could probably get away with 2, but I'd like to be able to back up a fair bit if a creeper is playing around. That's a dangerous spot because even if I'm holding shift, I can fall off if I'm changing height at the time. Okay. So now, this is going to go up an extra 1 all along here. And even 1 more than that. So this is what they're going to spawn on. So I'll be basically 2 below them with a little bit extra height there. So then we come up here again. And let's, whoops, you go there. You can go somewhere over here for now. Your snow bricks, snow. Let's save ourselves a snow just in case I run out. I can make some more while I'm here. Okay, so we're going to put a snow down there just as a placeholder for now. And actually on this side it's going to be snow just for 1 block. On the back side, because they're easier to break, it's going to be like that. Then going up, it's like this. And this needs to be 3 high. Like that, right? That's 3 high. 1, 2, 3 high, and then it builds there, yeah. So then it's going to come across here, and that'll be my 3 high. And this one gets cleared out like that. So let's start building along here. That's snow. We want snow bricks. I'll just feel a whole lot safer if I get this side wall here done. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm so slow at this. I suck at it. Three, and then the fourth one. Yeah, actually, I didn't need the top block over there. That was a mistake. Oh well. Why mistakes matter is because I've got to put stuff down on all of them. So that's going to go like that, and that will be the area it spawns inside. Yeah. So that looks good. So then we're going to run along here. Actually, I should have left that one open. Oh well. Like that. And then there. That's the height it goes to, yeah. All right, so then we need to start placing some of this. Actually, I should have done the rest of this row, I guess. Gives me no way to get down. Oh well. Hopefully this means stuff won't spawn on the top. I did see a cat spawn up here once, but in my test. Do I care about taking a tiny bit of damage? Maybe. Okay. Then let's see how this worked out. I'm going to need to take that back out of here. And we'll just put down a snow block there for now. So what we can do is we pull that out after everything spawns. And then we can see in here. Let's test something. I should have done this before. If we put that... since we need to get back out, let's put snow there for now, and we'll put it and hit F7 and see they can spawn nicely in here, inside here. Oops. And so bricks go back there. And a snow block. These snow blocks are going to be replaced with slabs when I can make them. This is just, oh damn it. These are just for now. Because, see, when I'm down here hitting things, they're going to be able to see me and shoot at me, or things can try to explode. All I really need is one bone, maybe some rotten flesh, depending on food's going. So we want snow for there. And this one can come back. Whoops. Why does it do that? Okay. Oh, that could stay there, actually. Okay. Actually, I know what else I want to do that I forgot to do here. I want to make myself a railing around the outside so that I don't fall off. Am I going to have enough? Just barely. Actually, not really, because I'm going to have to put stuff on my railing too. So for a railing, it's going to go there, 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 and I guess we'll go out, put one out here for the railing. It's not really necessary, but it's easier that way. Yeah, I should have started building the railing. I could have dropped down on that and saved myself the extra for the fall. Okay, so now we need to get up on top of this. So we're going to the one place where I could actually die, so let's hope I don't. There we go. Just double checking to make sure I got everything on the side. Again, be careful when changing heights. There we go. That is our mob farm setup. Okay, so let's arm ourselves for now. That's snow, that goes there. Those are snow bricks. Alright, let's start building out our island while we wait for... Oh, did something spawn over there? Is that what I see? Let's do... Oh, I went east. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing in there. I was wrong. Okay, so let's start building out just a little bit and hope we spawn something before I end this episode. Otherwise, we'll just have to come back later. Have I got a brick? Is that what's in my hand? Yes. Well, nothing seems to be spawning, so I might end this episode now, and we'll have to come back next episode and see what we get. I would have liked to at least get to kill something in this episode so you could see how that worked. Well, let's give it a couple more 6. You're going to have to move again, buddy. Still nothing spawning. Okay. I would have thought, since it's the only place things can spawn, that they would be more than glad to spawn. Oh, something's over there. Well, just before we do that, let's make sure we've got, whoops, everything here covered off. What have we got over there? A skeleton. Cool. Okay, so let's see if my idea worked or not. So we'll get some of these guys down here. Where is he? This one? Oops, shift. There's the skeleton. Where'd you go? You're hiding on me? There we go. I guess I'm going to have to break something to get up inside there. And we got a bone. All right. Now we can progress. Whoops. What? Why is that being thrown? Progression is required. Goody. Oh, well. Now you see what happens if it's progression involved. If I had been quick enough, I could have put it in my bag here. Okay, but that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Go out there and have some fun. Thanks.